I'm going live early because I'm bored. And I wanted to see how my hair looked. It's okay. Comment if you can hear me. I don't think there's many people here yet. And I'm doing some housekeeping. I just got a pencil case, you guys, for my mini drives. What's up? I literally couldn't wait anymore. I was getting so bored. I was like, let's just go. Let's just start. You guys are going to sit with me for a hot sec while I organize some stuff. What's up, Jason? What is up, Christian Ninja, Rodent, Jamie, Road Unlife Productions? This is an experimental live. I think you guys got that from the thumbnail. And this is to see if we like this format. It's going to be an after the reaction Q&A. Whereas like the other lives are very, very suggestion heavy. And you guys know that. Glad to see you guys. Road on Life. I was planning the last 3 Andor episodes for this Wednesday, but I might have to move them to next Wednesday. I know that's not a good thing to say, but I'm traveling again Wednesday. My dad's retiring, and I'm gonna go say happy retirement. Yeah, Road on Life. I know about the end credit scene. I recognized what was going down. I saw it. Big guy. I got an index card box at Walmart for thumb drives. Yeah, Jamie, I don't know about members only. What the heck is that? I have a stain on my shirt. I started when I have long cuts or rough cuts, they're mostly rough cuts. I put them on YouTube to see if they're going to clear copyright. And I decided every time I have a rough cut, it'll just be a members only video. Patrons, you do not need to join members. Patrons, you will get those videos. So members only is if you want some extra footage, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes of extra footage, 5 minutes sometimes. And members only if you want the shout out that YouTube puts your name there and you don't care about Patreon, you can join members. So, yeah. The T-Money 35, the Tom Holland incarnation of Peter Parker Spider-Man got it right. I'm so with you there. Happy retirement to your dad. Thank Doc's Corner. Thank you, Doc's Corner. I appreciate that. Rodent, you're in luck. We're doing more sci-fi. We have Donnie Darko, which is kind of sci-fi. My patrons have voted on an entirely sci-fi next unit. So it's going to be like, I think it was like They Live. We haven't picked the titles yet, actually. We just sort of voted on like a sci-fi computer tech thing. Cora, that is my goal with this. My goal is a live stream that maybe some Europeans can attend. I don't know. Is it a pick and pick only for series? What do you mean, Christian Ninja? Like Andor has pick and pick and sync along. You can do either or for Andor. I would really like to stop doing 2 cuts of everything, but I don't know what's good for me, apparently. They Live is very old school. Yeah, I'm really hoping to balance They Live with something modern, probably Tron Legacy and prep for the new Tron in early October. What else did I put on that list? My patrons and I haven't nailed down the titles yet, but we decided to go sci-fi. We're also doing Zodiac Fincher, so we're probably going to add one more Fincher title after Zodiac. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I watched Donnie Darko, Nightcrawler, Truman Show. We're going to do Zodiac. It's going to be great. I was just wondering, since Andor is doing well, do you think you'll upload edits of Firefly? Matthew, I don't think so. I don't know. TV does not do well at all. It doesn't, if anything, it brings people to the Patreon, which I'm like so grateful for, but those videos make $20, you know, and it takes me hours, at least 3, 4, 5 hours to edit them together. So I think if I'm guilty of anything, it's like putting my energy in the wrong baskets, man. Okay, how many people we got? Oh my gosh, we have like 45 people. This is awesome. I won't start doing the Spider-Man No Way Home Q&A until 12 noon my time. So we can just yes, Daniel, I'm early. Daniel, did you join members only? Oh my god. I was gonna say on today's live stream, if you're a patron, you do not have to do members only. It's literally gonna be long, rough cuts. They're gonna be rough draft cuts that I upload to see if they clear copyright. And then if they clear copyright, I go and I slice them another like 5 minutes. Daniel. The T Money 35. I would like to believe that this precurses a setup for Peter Parker to become a co-leader for this new incarnation of the Avengers, despite the memory spell. Fun. Yeah, I know Zodiac is in sci-fi. Basically, Zodiac is closing out our Jake Gyllenhaal thing. And then from our Jake Gyllenhaal thing, Zodiac kicks off a Fincher thing. We're gonna vote on like a Fincher title. I'm hoping for Gone Girl or The Social Network. I've seen The Social Network, by the way. It would be a rewatch. And then the Fincher thing, right after the Fincher thing, we're doing a sci-fi thing. It's like that's kind of how things are going. Eric Anderson, Marvel for life. Yeah, Top Gun Zero. I think TV could increase subscriber counts, which could bring you out of algorithm hell. Yeah, I'm in algorithm hell. That's why I'm actually really excited for today. Some of my new ideas include more TV reactions on the channel. After the reaction live streams. So like I post on Saturdays, so a Sunday. We won't do it for every title, but I think No Way Home is a great one to start on. Cora, I'm so hyped for sci-fi too. I thought we got through all the good ones, but we did not. I've seen The Thing, Brother Brown. What also might happen in this next season of my channel is I might do some re-releases. Um, like when I release Zodiac, I think we're gonna do a re-release of Seven because I really want all the Fincher titles to like stay together. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do some stuff like that. So if I end up like in the fall re-releasing The Thing or something, I think that'd be awesome. Christian Ninja got a YouTube membership too. Guys, members only is an experimental thing that I am dumping all of my rough cuts there. If you're a patron, you do not have to do members only, but if you want to, go ahead. I priced members only at the same price as my $6 tier on Patreon. It's the same thing. Sunshine. Okay, I think it's noon for me. So let's do a Q&A about No Way Home, if you guys would humor me there. I can kick us off, or you guys can start asking questions. But first things first, I was not expecting some hate on that video. I thought I did a good job. I thought that reaction was lovely. I had a great time. Um, guys, I know Tobey Maguire, the Sam Raimi movies. I know the Andrew Garfield movies. I don't necessarily care too much about the villains. I think all I needed to know that it was that they were past villains. This movie does so much explaining. No Way Home does is like when Dr. Octavius, I had an accident. I am, this guy, I fell into a vat of eels. Like they are explaining what happened. So I am very confused why I think people just wanted more content. That's all. Cora says No Way Home is good, but Marvel snooze. I know. I don't know if I'm gonna watch the older Spider-Man films now. The only thing I've seen them. I've seen the Sam Raimi's, I've seen the Amazing Spider-Man movies. The villains were slowly coming back to me. I know Green Goblin. I know his son is Harry. I know it's James freaking Franco. I know they tried to get James Franco back for this one. Like the assumption that I don't go and edit it and like research after and like learn more after is like kind of crazy to me. People be hating, but not you guys. I am very aware that the ones who come on the live streams are not the haters. Okay, let's see. Road on Life says it's loaded with fan service. I agree. They were constantly doing inside jokes like the tingle, the spidey sense, the web shooter innuendo. Oh, where can you shoot them out of anywhere else? Like the number one thing I do remember from the Raimi series is Spider-Man has the webs in his wrists. I get it's a love letter to Spider-Man lore, but I just thought it was a fine movie on its own. Oh, they're gonna turn Ned into someone? I hope not. Keep Ned pure. Okay, Ashlyn J. Clark has a great point. They served the fan base and treated it with respect, but also kept the MCU moving forward. I thought they handled it well. That I would love to retweet. Like, that's how I feel about No Way Home. I was like a dabbler in the old movies. I really like the new MCU. I'm obsessed with what they've done with Peter Parker now. His Tony Stark relationship was everything to me. The fact that they sort of took that away from me is very upsetting. Yeah. Oh, Doc, you need to see my review. Okay. Yeah, I'm sort of addressing my No Way Home video here, but we can talk about No Way Home as a movie too. Yeah, Top Gun Zero says people want you to memorize everything, pick up on the Easter eggs, built over a series of movies. They want each individual reaction and they're rabid. I think that if anything, people were a little bit upset that I didn't release reactions to one, two, three of the Sam Raimi's and the Amazing Spider-Man movies. I felt like if I did that, we would just never get to the end, man. If Ned becomes the new Wong, I'm okay with that. I know, how cool is that? That they gave Ned something to do. Obsessed. Ned learning magic was silly. I know, I didn't really take it too seriously. I thought that the ring just gave him that for a hot second. What's up, P.O.? Fidel, yes, YouTube is my full-time gig right now. I don't know, I might have to figure something else out. There was, like, a lot of silliness in this movie. This movie was very jokey. They were constantly derailing the forward motion of the plot to stop and chit-chat about, like, how hard it is to be Peter Parker, or when Tobey Maguire stops and they're, like, right about to fight all the villains, and Tobey's Spider-Man goes, "You're amazing. Like, you are amazing." They were being cheeky. Like, it was funny. Defoe definitely stole the show. He is the best villain. I am really happy that they kind of gave Goblin his own. He seemed the most dangerous, and they made it so, and they framed him as the worst one. The other guys were kinda just popping around. Oh my gosh, Fidel, thank you so much for the chat. I appreciate it. Let me give you a heart. Can Exactly, Casey. Yes, can you crack my back? This movie was very jokey. I think another thing that you guys can let me know about Marvel fans is, like, I do think I'm taking them less seriously because I think that they should be very fun. And I think I'm making I'm making some people mad. What do you guys think? When Defoe came on screen and did the goblin laugh, that is what a villain is supposed to sound like. Christopher Mitchell brings up Aunt May, which I wanna say I'm also really grateful that, of course, I know with great power comes great responsibility. I That line is in all of them. Of course, I know that. I'm really grateful that I wasn't entirely aware that that usually precedes. I mean, of course, it precedes their deaths, like Uncle Ben's death, but I wasn't aware that it was, like, a thing. Like, as soon as a character says it, they're probably about to die. So I really felt like I could take that ride, and I was very happy. The Flash, yeah, Spider-Man is a jokey character. He is, he's a joke. Top Gun Zero says, "Okay, they want you to take it seriously and you're making them mad, but they're mad by default. You have to convince them not to be mad, which is their natural state of being." I appreciate the clarity on the fandom, you know? Road on Life Production says, "I didn't care for Tomei as May, but, yeah, you're a fan." I'm a big fan of her. Yeah, I mean, Green Goblin is the best villain in the whole series. This movie had a lot to undertake. There was just a lot to do. I mean, I even think a couple of the other villains just got jammed in there, like, there really wasn't very much for Lizard. Um, Sandman was, like, kinda jammed in there, and then they made Venom in the post-credit scene. Okay, another question. Another question for the Marvel fans and you guys. In in this new iteration of Spider-Man, Peter Parker, the villains have not been important. Of in the Sam Raimi series and in the Amazing Spider-Man, those movies were such one-offs for me. It was all about a new villain, get rid of the villain, new villain, get rid of the villain. I guess Spider-Man as a comic, the villains are very important. I'm over here saying, to me, I don't care about the villains. They're not the more interesting plot for me. I feel like that might also be why I prefer the Tom Holland stuff. It just like the new Spider-Man movies have been about relationships, not about villains. Is that fair to say? Sound off. Is that normal? Yeah, Venom in post credits only was a big missed opportunity. The Flash says, I do think No Way Home first half is difficult to get through on second watch, and the whole end of the film. Yeah, I didn't think this film, and I might have said this in my outro, I did not think this film kicked off until Aunt May died. Before Aunt May dying, it was goofy. But kicking off the multiverse is fun. That is what this movie was supposed to do, right? Okay, Ashlyn J. Clark. There's an argument that DC has deep, interesting villains, the Joker, for example, but the Marvel Universe has better heroes. I also agree with that point. You're kind of crushing it today. I don't really care about the Marvel villains, and I haven't ever really cared about them. They kind of serve to just put a monkey wrench in the heroes' plans. Okay, Max Maloney, see, I get it now. The fans love the villains. I wasn't aware that Spider-Man had so many villains until I listened to this podcast. It's called How Did This Get Made? Do you guys know this with Jason Mantzoukas, June Diane Raphael, Paul Scheer? And they did Craven the Hunter. And they let me know that Craven is like a huge Spider-Man villain, but in this new movie, there is no mention of Spider-Man. And that was shocking to me. That was absolutely shocking. Okay, yeah, and you guys all said this in the comments. Mad Murdock was Peter's lawyer. That's Daredevil. And he was that was a reference to the Netflix show. Cool seeing that cameo. Of course. Okay, so he literally catches like a brick through the window, assuming he's someone important, but of course I have no experience with Daredevil yet. Okay, I feel Spider-Man Brand New Day will finally bring a lot of those villains back into the focus again. I think the fans like Spider-Man villains, right? And I don't care about the Spider-Man villains. Top Gun Zero, you could make several DC movies based on villains like Joker, but none of the Marvel villains would be that interesting. I'm with you. I've never Thanos, right? Like, but I've never really cared about the individual villains. I agree with you, Ash Guy. The Spider-Man movie was more about showcasing the character's cinematic legacy since 2002, and I thought they did a great job. Me too. I was tickled pink every time we brought up a fun difference. I loved when Tobey Maguire was like, "Mary Jane?" And she was like, "Melissa Jones." Like, I love that. That's so fun. Okay, I like Son of Elvis saying I'm right. You're right. The villains are a means for the nerd becomes hero narrative. Yes. Yes. And, like, I loved the Sam Raimi trilogy, but those are just about Spider-Man, villain, Spider-Man, villain. This this new iteration has been just so much more than that. Like, new Marvel has been Avenger relationships, interpersonal relationships, fun timeline stuff, undoing, redoing stuff. I mean, just so much more for me as, like, a layperson to care about. So, my experience with the originals, I'm happy to forget a lot of things. Like, I am ecstatic to kind of catch this with, like, my foot half in, half out, you know? Yeah, yeah, Penguin my mom loved Penguin, she wants me to watch it. Brother Brown says, "True, but I'm still eating people's heads." Yeah, they're mad at me. Okay, the Marvel fans are mad at you because they wanted to see a transformation of a layperson into a rabid fanboy. I like the movies. I don't think it's possible for me to like them anymore. Like, they're good, right? They're fine. Yeah, Road on Life says Spider-Man is one of the biggest comic book heroes since the golden age of comics. Agree. Every Spider-Man movie, good or bad, has always been a big deal. Yeah. I think No Way Home bringing everybody together rocks. How fun. How fun that we live in a timeline where that movie got made. I just think that, like, why can't we just treat it as fun? That was so fun. The villains were the least important part to me, by far. Yeah, I love when a show can take a villain and turn them interesting, but they want you to know every joke and character and reference. Oh my god. Guys, I got a lot of other things to watch. Yeah. I don't know, I just kinda wanted to come on here and talk about No Way Home. Maybe we can go in the direction of I feel really confused by nobody knows who that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. So, Tony Iron Man worked with Spider-Man, but never knew it was Peter Parker? Is that how we handle that going forward? Thanks for the chat, most valuable production. Love and hate comments all help your video anyway. I agree with you. It's the ultimate nerdgasm film. Yes, it is. You were shocked to see a blank face when Peter's lawyer showed up? Why? Why would you be shocked to see a blank face? I don't know who Daredevil is. Yeah, right, people are getting everything they've ever dreamed of. Okay, so everything happened, Top Gun: Zero, they just don't remember who Peter is. Moot point, Iron Man is dead. I know, but, like, okay, so when they're at the Aunt May's grave and Peter's talking to Happy, and he's like, "How did you know her?" And, like, Happy is like, "Through Spider-Man," and Peter Parker's like, "Same, through Spider-Man," or whatever. It's like, you are both talking to Spider-Man, but you both don't know who Spider-Man. I think I'm just tripping myself out. I'm just tripping out. They're lucky Iron Man's dead. Right? I agree. I think now Iron Man didn't work with Peter Parker at all, right? Like, okay, so the events of Civil War, when Tony goes literally to recruit Peter Parker, like, in his bedroom, that never happened. I'm absolutely tripping out on this, you guys. Okay, so, like, he's gonna just vanish from, like, class pictures. Road on Life Productions makes another excellent point. Dead MCU villains the MCU has a problem with killing villains, they don't come back often and are forgettable. Yeah. Like, I'm like, you're dead, you're gone, we took care of you." So Iron Man still worked with Peter. Everything happened as it happened, they just don't remember him. Happy forgot Peter was Spidey, okay. Spider-Man was in Civil War, but Peter Parker wasn't. Okay, so everything happened as it did. If Iron Man were alive, he worked with Spider-Man, but he never worked with Peter Parker. Things are not going well. I know, I saw the GED thing. I 100% caught that because and this poor guy blipped away too, so he's been finishing high school for the better part of a decade. I think it would make sense, yeah, Doctor Strange still knows Peter as Spider-Man. The reason you're struggling with it is because it's bad writing. I think the multiverse is gonna really mess me up, guys. Peter Parker was just a kid to Tony. There is no link between the two in Tony's eyes. I think I just have a real problem with that because it's just like it really feels like everything we just went through in the whole Infinity Saga with them goes away. Like all those interpersonal things that I love so much. It really feels like with this ending and no one remembering Peter Parker, for me personally, it feels like they just took all that away. Yeah. What is so hard about multiverse concept? It's hard for me. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. I'll just have to throw my hands up with the multiverse. Um, my next question is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movies? Question mark. Yeah, like what Road on Life Productions is saying. Tony sees a lot of himself in Peter, a fatherly role. He was devastated when Peter turned to dust. He was like, he comes back and he's like torn up and he's like, I lost the kid. He thinks he like lost Peter. Wiza Studios, I am this far in the MCU. I am Spider-Man No Way Home far. Phase 4. I've seen season 1 of Loki, so we know some multiverse stuff. I've seen obviously Wanda, Falcon and Winter Soldier. You guys are reminding me that I have not seen Daredevil. Everyone's mad. Into the Spider-Verse is fantastic. Oh no, Tony, you sent a super chat and it's not showing? I'm sorry. Let me scroll up and see if I missed it. But let me see. I'm sorry. You should dispute that because you're right, it's not showing up on my end either. Hopefully you can dispute it. I'm so sorry. And we got another chat from, let me scroll. Christopher Mitchell, as always, Shanelle, when Tom Holland decides to hang up Spider-Man's costume, who do you think should take over that role? Oh, like casting-wise? I'll try to come up with somebody because I know that's the question. However, I do think they should do what they did with Tom Holland, which is find an actual young person in Hollywood. Like they should find a young kid who's up and coming. Okay, Top Gun's about to help me. Imagine it this way. Your memory is like a script, and you take Control Find and remove Peter Parker from the script. The whole script still happens, but Peter Parker is gone. What if we just like Control Replace, and it's like every time you see Peter Parker, you just replace it with Spider-Man. So you're like, oh, some guy in a costume did that, but it wasn't my pal Peter. Christopher Mitchell wants me to come up with who I would cast as the next Spider-Man. You guys can help me. We just want you to love Daredevil. Yeah, I mean, we can vote on it. Let me write that down. We're doing Andor season 2 on Patreon, but we can vote on Hawkeye, Daredevil coming up. Since TV is a very Patreon specific thing, I will make sure Daredevil is on the next TV poll. I think I knew someone who was on that show. I used to babysit for this woman who was on, I think she was on Daredevil. She was the lawyer. Let me see. Marcy Stahl is the attorney. I haven't talked to her in years. Yeah, she's on Daredevil. Don't answer the question until you watch Into the Spider-Verse. Oh my god, yeah, and also I wanna bring up what Jamie Foxx's character said where he's like, "I thought you'd be black." I loved that, that's so fun. Spider-Man should be a Queens boy. Emma Stone as Spider-Woman. That's a better way to look at it. They know Spider-Man is young and from Queens, just not who he is. Have you seen the announcement teaser for The Odyssey? Spider-Gwen. I don't think I've seen the teaser for The Odyssey, or maybe I have, in theaters if it's already playing. I've been going to the movies the last few weeks. I saw Eden last night. Actually really liked it. It was crazy. Spider-Gwen. I babysat for the woman who played Marcy. At the time, I didn't know anything about Marvel. The Ultimate Universe did that, introducing a new Spider-Man who was black. Now he's one of the most beloved Marvel characters. Yeah, I'm down. Okay, Wizard Studios. Stan Lee believed anyone could be in the mask as the appeal of Spider-Man. The multiverse in Spider-Verse allows for it. The Netflix Marvel shows are great too. The Defenders members are more NYC. I agree with Stan Lee. Anyone should be able to put on the Spider-Man mask. You wanna know what? I think that that's what this movie like, I really like No Way Home because it does remind me that there was a time when Tobey Maguire was, like, so beloved to me and the fans, I'm sure. And then he had to hang up his hat, and then there was a time where we loved Andrew Garfield, even if you thought the movies were not great. And now I am so, like, endeared to Tom Holland, and it's like, why not more? Like, there should be more Spider-Men. I hope there's a Spider-Man for every new generation. We're on Gen Z. We had a millennial Spider-Man. We had 2 millennial Spider-Men, maybe an X and a millennial. We have a Gen Z Spider-Man. Let's go. Like, I'm ready. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There must be a black Spider-Man out there somewhere. I thought that that's the Spider-Verse Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure, right? Into the Spider-Verse. I thought he was into. And I think a lot of obviously not you guys, but a lot of the hate in the comments, they were just assuming that I don't know anything. And it's like these are embedded in culture. I know I know these things, you know? I think even if I hadn't seen the Sam Raimi movies, I would know Green Goblin, James Franco, like these are known things, you know? Fleeson, thanks for the chat. Truth is that the movies haven't explained exactly how Doctor Strange's spell worked. We all have theories, and we know Peter has been erased from past picks. Yeah. You know, I think in the future they're gonna try to come up with some loopholes. I think you guys have already mentioned Doctor Strange probably knows Peter Parker. So I'm kind of with you there. Samuel L. Jackson is Spider-Man. With great power comes great motherfucking responsibility. Let's see. Yes, Miles Morales, Spider-Man is black and Puerto Rican. Oh, really? That's awesome. Yay. Okay, so we need a Gen Alpha Spider-Man. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I don't know who's gonna be up and coming these days. I'll keep my eye out. If you put up the original movies you watched before, they'd be mad at you for having watched them. It's a lose-lose. I know. Okay, Tony, your chat came through. Oh, you look extra pretty today. Thank you so much. I appreciate that because I went on a walk before this and I got pretty sweaty. Bye, Ash guy. Have fun at work. Miles Morales, Nick Fury is also Sam Jackson, which inspired the MCU to cast Sam in the role. Yeah. Hard to predict up and coming child actors. I know. They've shown a picture of Peter on the school trip, but a pigeon flying in front of his face. I know. I think we saw a little bit of him being removed. You guys also brought up the point where I laughed that in this movie, Peter Parker says he's broke. And I think a touch that I miss from the Sam Raimi ones is Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man used to photograph Spider-Man for money, which that was like a cute little like touch I remember, like a little side hustle. I thought that was awesome. Yeah. So at this point in time, can I watch Spider-Verse? I think that it should stand alone, right? Miles Morales. We have Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse. I would be so down. Am I gonna get in trouble? Yeah, walks do you good. I love walking. Very original, very creative, visually stunning, well written, knocks it out of the park. I've had so many friends who've wanted to watch Spider-Verse with me, and I keep saying, "No, it's for the channel." Yeah, in No Way Home, I like the running joke of "Call me sir." It even has emotional payoff at the end. Yeah, my question is, I don't remember Doctor Strange being so angry or, like, not towards Peter. Like, I remember he was angry because he gets injured, and then he becomes I don't know. I just, like, he seemed to really hate Peter. I guess Peter's, like, this, like, problem for him. Peter is, like, his number 1 problem. I know. I feel like Emily and Andrew would watch Spider-Verse with me, but yeah. Only thing I might say is you might wanna wait until closer to the new movie releasing, so don't watch Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse until Beyond the Spider-Verse? That's in 2027, though. That's forever. Into the Spider-Verse is separate from the MCU. Okay, perfect. Amazing. He was angry at Peter for going to Strange before appealing to the schools. Yeah, that was really funny. That was, like, very I think that was contributing to the slowness of the first act, but him finding that woman in traffic and, like, she's supposed to just, like, remember him and his friends' applications. I can't. I really can't. Yeah, Strange is vexed because he's not the Sorcerer Supreme anymore. Wong is. Okay, that's a good explanation. Batman. Yeah. Just, like, before any of that stuff happened, like, any of the spells going awry, whoa, any of the spells going wrong, Doctor Strange was like, "Call me Steven," and he's like, "Okay, Steven." He goes, Feels weird." It just feels like Doctor Strange is annoyed by Peter. Yeah, Rodin, I don't think I'll be waiting on Into the Spider-Verse. I won't be waiting till 2027. There is a good chance I won't even like, imagine I don't even have a channel in 2027, like, why? I can't. I think a big part of the reason I didn't watch the Raimi Spider-Man movies and the Amazing Spider-Man movies before this is, like, then I just would never get to do this. And, like, this is where I'm at in phase 4. Everybody give the chat a like. I forgot to ask for that. I think it's a little too late for that, but it's okay. Watch Into the Spider-Verse. Doctor Strange is annoyed by everything. Probably true. Isn't there still another Spider-Verse movie we're waiting on? I have a tab open that says Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, and Beyond the Spider-Verse is coming in 2027. Are you saying there's another? And Spider-Man Brand New Day will be here before that. Upcoming. I don't know. You guys will tell me. I'm doing some research in another tab. Oh, yeah, there's like a big Sony thing. Sony's ownership of Spider-Man allows references in the MCU, but Marvel now controls the IP more in films, such as Spider-Tingle, since Sony owns it. Spider-Verse is the most fun Sony has lately. Agree. Casey, are you gonna watch all 100 reference movies in Deadpool and Wolverine before you watch it? This is what I mean. Like, I know you're like poking fun at this. This is totally what I mean. It's like, guys, I will lose interest. And it's just like I want to watch Deadpool 3 so freaking badly for you guys. I'm dying to, but it's like I I'm gonna make some people mad. I'm gonna make some people mad. Doctor Strange would scream at a muffin wrapper at the drop of a hat. He is angsty. I'm dead. Yeah, just enjoy the movies for what they are. It's just entertainment. Ashley and Clark. I thought that, but I made some people mad. It's okay. I'll survive. Sketchy McSketchington in the house. What about the Venom movies? Like, do you see what I mean? Um, I don't know. I don't know about the Venom movies. Kind of harkening back to the beginning of this stream, I feel so bad saying this. I don't care about the villains very much. They're not something I'm the most interested in. But if you're saying Venom's like a sick, great movie, maybe. Marvel homework can feel like a chore. Yeah. You haven't seen every movie ever? I haven't seen the Venom movies, but yeah, I know they exist. Venom is not a sick, great movie. See? Do you see what I mean? Like if there's like a Spider-Man villain movie, that's great. Doctor Doom, if done well, is an amazing villain. So hope he's done well in the MCU. Okay, cool. Yes. Venom is fun, dumb fun. So okay, so in the post-credit scene for No Way Home, we see Venom. So is the idea that Spider-Man hasn't completely tackled Venom yet? Like he's another one who got out in the multiverse? Doctor Doom was a mainstay in the 80s cartoon. Okay, so people love Doctor Doom. Guys, I brought a candy bar to try. Have you ever had a Zagnut? Not sponsored. Okay, Doctor Doom is coming. See, the Venom films were fun, but because of their construction, they have nothing to do with Spider-Man. I am not really interested in watching a Venom film that doesn't connect to Spider-Man unless you're like, the film is awesome on its own. Zagnut. They ruined the Mandarin in Iron Man 3. I know that was kind of weird, wasn't it? Like making it an actor. Oh, Sketchy McSketchington, you said it's like a Butterfinger. Crunchy peanut butter candy coated in toasted coconut. So I was in Walmart last night just having a grand old time, and I picked this up. All the Sony villain films don't feature Spider-Man, which people never understood. Yeah, what? Lots of weird stuff with Venom, Craven, etc. because of Sony being greedy. I know. So I think I forget who was where I researched this, but the old producer, it was this woman who's like a great producer. She had an opportunity to have Spider-Man in a movie and said no, and then they fired her. Was it Amy Pascal? I literally was like researching this. Yeah, I think it was Amy Pascal was at Sony, former president of Sony. And she like yeah. Yes, I do remember Topher Grace playing Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3 because they look so freaking similar. I have seen Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, I love it, so good. Amy Pascal was fired for many reasons. I've just been, like, researching the lore. Venom on film is an IP mess, again, Sony. The new films are entertaining, but can't directly involve Spider-Man because of the MCU deal. I know, so I went with my parents to see that Craven movie, and I just thought it was so dumb. Um, and I'm like and then afterwards, because of that podcast that I told you about, How Did This Get Made? They were like, "That's a Spider-Man villain." And I was like, "Okay, so, like, where's Spider-Man?" Did you forget the leaked emails? Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not the most versed in it, but yeah, because that was around the Sony hack, and that's how the leaked emails is how they found out that she, like, said no. I mean, I'm not here to bash on her, like, whatever, it's just interesting. Very peanut buttery. Amy, like, somebody said this on a podcast that she is the reason why they offered and Marvel offered Sony use of Spider-Man in one of her films, and then she said no or something. I don't remember. I should have wrote it down. Whoa. That's crunchy. You signed Tom Holland for 6 movies, you're not putting him in Craven. Amen. Then why make Craven? I feel bad about that, but yeah. This is great. This is a Butterfinger covered in coconut and peanut butter coating. Just a single candy bar? Yeah, I'm gonna do portion control. I'm only gonna have a bite. ASMR. Okay. Did we get a good Q&A on No Way Home? Yeah, I'm just checking my notes. I just wrote down the villains. Octavius, I know from the first ones. Green Goblin. I knew Jamie Foxx was Amazing Spider-Man. The movie tells you everything you need to know. It explains it all. It literally holds your hand and tells you. Okay, what are we saying about Loki? I've seen Loki season 1, and that was awesome. I really liked the production design of that. We had so much fun. Very multiverse stuff. A lot of explaining. There's a girl Loki, I know that. We have not hit Loki season 2 yet. Yeah, self-contained enough. John, you didn't hear of the Craven film? Well, good. It wasn't good. Yeah, Fleeson is right. In the Sony leaks, it was revealed that Sony must keep making Spider-Man movies or villain content or risk losing their hold of Spider-Man license they got from Marvel in the 90s. Yeah, that was it. They had to keep producing stuff. I think a big reason that this happened is Tom Holland has gotten powerful enough to force renegotiations. Yeah, they only rent Spider-Man. Sony should just like let the MCU have him. Let Marvel have it. Marvel Disney. One Piece Wonder. Thank you. I appreciate it. To get Deadpool and Wolverine, you only need to see Logan and Loki. Yeah, Rodin, I'm kind of with you. I think we're gonna do Logan. I think we'll finish Loki season 2, and then we will likely I might hit X-Men, the first one, Origins. This is why Fox kept pushing out shitty Fantastic Four films and why it took until Marvel reacquired the rights that we got the good F4 movie this year. I get it. Like, if I were Sony, I'm not letting go of Spider-Man, but you guys need to be in partnership. Come on. What do you think of Superman and Batman becoming public domain soon? Is that true? Oh my God. We'll get so many fan movies. I hate that I'm only one person because I want to do an original Spider-Man, Man of Steel, Spider-Man 2025 run. I would die to do that. I want to do a Fantastic Four old and new run, and I would die. I want to do I would love to do like original like an 80s Batman, Dark Knight Rises, and the Batman. You know, like I'm so annoyed. There's just too much to do. I think you guys know this about me. Rather than being like a rabid fan, I think you understand that I want to do some comparisons. You know, like I'm not the most interested in seeing every single thing ever, but I want to compare Fantastic Four. I want to compare Superman to Superman. Do you know what I'm saying? If there's a cool take on Batman, I want to see the takes. Get it? Do you know what I'm saying? Disney lobbied to extend public domain laws indefinitely. They would. Oh my God, Rodent, is that true? Have you read about the German company hired Roger Corman to make a Fantastic Four movie just to retain the rights and never released it? Y'all, this is just mean. You're just wasting money and time. Top Gun Zero, that's what I would like to do. Superman 1 and 2, Man of Steel, Superman 2025, but that really just that's a little it's a little side. Oh my God, sorry guys, my phone just fell. My phone just fell off my sparkle pencil case that I bought yesterday for my drives. I'm trying to come up with a better drive solution. You can do reviews of similar movies instead of reactions to all of them. That's like not a terrible idea. It's just a matter of like how much time I have. And it's like if I'm going to take the time to watch all those movies, I'm going to release reactions to them because that is how I make my living as a YouTuber. Reviews are not going to pull the same. The reviews don't pull the same numbers. And then I literally have not wasted my time, but I've done all this homework with nothing to show for it. You know? It's really tough out here, man. I'm starting to doubt your commitment to Sparkle Nation. I want to make reactions comparing Freaky Friday, Freakier Friday. Yeah, see, that would be awesome. I saw Freakier Friday. That was, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Oh, Ortiz. Yeah, you see my point. Yeah, like if I watched the movies, I would just do reactions to them because that's what would get me the most views. James Epic Firelord, as somebody who started dabbling in content, how the hell do you pick and choose what's worth it to put out there and put effort into? It's horrible. It's the worst part of this job. It's terrible. And you feel like you pick something and then no one cares about it. And it's really, really upsetting because you've just sunk a lot of hours into something and no one cares. And when you do that too many times in a row, or yeah, like let's say for a whole month, no one cares, you get no views, then you can't pay your bills. And this is not a good job. And you get copyright claimed on absolutely everything. I know, Jamie, you always offer to edit. I wouldn't want a fan to edit. I wanna keep it separate, but I'm looking at editors, like, I'm auditioning some people. I had one guy do one, and I'm gonna have him do a second one for me so I can fully see if he's worth it. Um, oh, no, I don't know what Sparkle Motion is. You said Sparkle Nation before. Sparkle Motion. How are your foreign viewership stats? I don't know. I think it's mostly the States. I think then after that, it's the UK and Canada, but not crazy good. Yeah, Road on Life Productions. I do my own editing. It's challenging. Yeah, I'm running into a lot of issues getting an editor because every time I've been delivered a video from an editor, which I've tried out like at least 3 by now, every time I've gotten a video, I've had to sit with it for hours fixing it. Hours, at least 3 plus hours because it's obviously not perfect. And it's like I could sit there and send the editor all my notes, or I could just do it myself. And so the last editor I tried, let me show you the notes I got up to before I just did it myself. So I had all these timestamp notes. And then I just said, screw it. Like, I have to just put it in myself. Like, I have to just go do it. So I don't know. I know it's gonna take time to find someone, but I'm just being I don't know. It's like, what's worth it and what's not? Oh my gosh, what's up, Italy? Ortiz, where are you in Italy? My family is from Italy. You have to throw in some Indian and South Korean movies. I agree with you. You know what? There was a moment where I was thinking we should watch through that time. Do you know that what was the list of the 100 best movies? Best movies of the 21st century? Okay, so you know how that list just came out? I was thinking maybe of, like, covering the top 10, and I do think Parasite I'm pretty sure Parasite's in there. I've seen it, but those are more global. Hi, Corey. Yeah, hours of work to make minutes of content. It takes dedication, practice, patience, and stress management. Yeah, it's pretty not good. Like, I'm loving Andor, and I'm loving putting it out for people, but my last Andor video made $20. So, like, how many hours of work would you guys do for $20? You know? Like, 1? Ah, Rome. Ciao. My family is from, like, 2 hours in the mountains outside of Rome. Um, we're from Avellino, so it's, like it's Naples. Yeah, Top Gun, you're right. RRR is kind of the number 1 for views on that front, and I've been wanting to see something like Bollywood. RRR. I'm appreciating the questions. Do you break everything down on a spreadsheet or something? For example, watch time, giving thoughts, editing. No, maybe a spreadsheet's a better idea. I have a calendar and, like, if I have something that's like a 2-hour movie, which I need to be better about, I try to make the next movie like an hour and 40 because editing less footage is so much easier. Like, when I was throwing in the Naked Gun movies, it's such an easy little, piece of content to put out there. But editing Spider-Man took forever, that took me like 5 days. Bill, you made it. You've been to Avellino? Yeah, it's a cutie little it's like a farm, very rural. Hi, Canada. Anyone here from the UK? I tried to make this stream at an hour that maybe you could come. Bollywood. Oh, Last Train to Busan. I saw that with my friends last Halloween. So good. Yeah, Gordon, UK. Is this one of your first times being able to make it? Yeah, a tight 90. A film that's a tight 90, oh, changes my life. Kind of like when I just did Donnie Darko, which wasn't too bad. Nightcrawler, like maybe 2 hours, and then I did the Truman Show because I wanna connect the themes from Nightcrawler to Truman Show, and Truman Show is like an hour 38. And then we're gonna hit Zodiac, which is like a 2-hour insane movie, and I'm hoping to for the next one after Zodiac to be like a little shorter. Um, yeah. UK. Okay, you guys made it. Ashlyn, it's your first live. Welcome. That's so nice. How's the amount of skills you've had to learn for the channel? Pretty freaking insane. I had to like become an editor. I'm an editor now. Oh, Christian Ninja, it doesn't matter to me. I like when you put the minutes. That makes sense. Christopher Mitchell from Scotland. I would really like to tackle a Scottish accent one day. I don't have it. Bill, what's the plan for the MCU? Well, we're in phase 4 now, and people are not that psyched. I know we still have I'm kinda sad because we have some really great ones coming up. We have Multiverse of Madness, we have Wakanda Forever, I can't wait to get to Guardians 3. So I think, Bill, just to answer your question, when we do a Marvel from here on out, it's gonna be like a Marvel and a break, a Marvel and a break. The audience is not loving when we go from Marvel to Marvel to Marvel. People are, like, losing track of my channel because they check out on Eternals, they checked out on Shang-Chi, and then I had to like pepper in another one. So I think going forward with Marvel, we'll just do like a Marvel, a little breaky, Marvel, just do a Shrek accent. Ogres are like onions. We have layers. Oh, yeah, Thor Love and Thunder. Yeah, Steven, you're right. I'm happy to keep doing Marvel. I'm actually having a good time. It's just a matter of I think we need to just like pepper in every other. And I'm trying to get much, much better about run times. Like if we've got a 2+ hour one, I'm trying to throw in something light in between. Yeah, I would not stop doing MCU. I'm definitely not gonna stop doing MCU. It's MCU is like an algorithm feeder, and then maybe if we can just hit something more niche next, back and forth. I don't know. Scottish slang words, so good. Yeah, John, I really enjoyed Shang-Chi. It was very nice. I just think that, yeah, a lot of you have been telling me that Phase 4 isn't everyone's favorite, you know? Donkey. Speaking of, I love Shrek. Get in my belly. Oh yeah, I fat bastard. Oh my god. Bill, we've covered Loki on Patreon. We've covered WandaVision. We've covered Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm definitely assuming we're gonna vote on Loki season 2. I'm sure that will win. And then when the time comes, everyone is saying Hawkeye is a Christmas time thing, but we'll probably vote on Hawkeye. And now a lot of you guys have brought up Daredevil. So that is for the patrons to vote on. Wakanda will be a low viewer movie. Why? I want it to be good. Top Gun Zero, you're probably making an excellent point. Would you ever rewatch Shang-Chi? No. It was great the first time through. There's not the Marvels that I've rewatched have been Avengers based. Like I've rewatched Infinity War, Endgame sort of deal. You'll be getting addicted to Daredevil in 2 episodes. Aw. Miss Marvel. I'm still vowing to go in order. We're in phase order. We're in phase 4. We're up to Spider-Man No Way Home. It sucks that I'm probably gonna have to do a bunch of movies that no one's gonna care about and waste my time. I hired an editor for Shang-Chi, and the editor cost me more than I made on the video. I don't really understand how people are doing this, but I do think that they've committed to spending a bit of money up top to hopefully grow quicker than they would be able to on their own. The MCU shows are Patreon only, aside from ones that I decide are worth it. Like Wanda was awesome for YouTube. Yeah. People on my Spider-Man No Way Home video were like, you need to do WandaVision. I'm like, it's my creator suggested videos throughout the whole watch. Put all of them in there. Phase 4 is a mixture of hit and miss. Oh my god, Mushu or Donkey, that's too impossible to choose. I can't pick. They're both iconic. Thor 4 is a comedy more than anything. I think I'm really excited for that. You know, I don't like Wanda. You don't like Wanda? I would like to get up to the Thunderbolts, but I know I'm quite a ways away. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, I did Firefly too. You think Wanda's annoying? I think Wanda's actually one of my favorites. I know Thunderbolts would be awesome. Oh, Denzel. Miss Marvel. Who's Miss? Like, okay, wait. Miss Marvel. Oh, I see. It's a series. She looks young. What's the relation of Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel? I thought WandaVision was awesome. I think WandaVision was an excellent little like it could stand alone. Obviously, you should know about Wanda and Vision and how that ended, but I think it's an excellent standalone series. Yeah, Iman Vellani, seems really young. Thunderbolts requires a few other TV shows first. I'm about to get in so much more trouble online. Too many people have very little empathy for female characters experiencing grief. You know what? I agree with you. That's probably true. Yeah. Well, one thing's for certain is I won't be watching anything out of order because I don't feel like getting in trouble. What might end up happening is what happened on No Way Home, which is I'm gonna watch something without having seen a reference film, and then I'm gonna need the fans to defend me, aka you guys. I knew anyone who came to today's live stream was not gonna be a hater. I knew that deeply. There was just some people who were super pissed off on the No Way Home video. Jose, what's up? So when we getting back to Kevin Smith, or rather Madness in the Method J Muse movie, I've been plugging forever. I don't know. I can't see Madness in the Method doing well on YouTube, but maybe it's about time we figured out how to do a live reaction, right, guys? I've written down Madness in the Method many times. And there's like another Kevin Smith, like 420 movie or something. I was just reminiscing the other day on the View Askew universe. I had a lot of fun there. Watching Out of Order gets you in trouble with the TVA. That's awesome. Casey, you're my number one hater. I knew no haters were going to come today. Imagine. I wrote like a post yesterday and someone commented like, unsubscribed a long time ago. Your fans are right or something. And then I don't even know who this person was. I don't know if it was male or female. And their like final comment was like, your fans are okay with you being faking it or something. And I kind of wanted to be like, what am I faking? But I'm laughing now. It annoyed me yesterday, but whatever. It's possible to do live watch alongs on Discord. Yeah, Daniel, that seems awesome. I started a Discord on my Patreon. I released it to the $6 tier and up. I'd imagine I might have to make it public because we need to get more people on there. And I would like to figure out, yeah, Discord. And I'm sure maybe I could privately stream the movie without getting in trouble, and it would just be a matter of you can't repost the full movie. Casey, you saw that post was funny. Yeah, it threw me for a loop last night because I just kinda was like, "What am I like, what are you accusing me of faking?" Like, if anything, I should be faking that I knew more than I knew, and you saw me be like, "I have no idea what's going on." Jose, you gotta watch Tusk, then Yoga Hosers, then if he ever makes it, Moose Jaws. Here's what I will say about the Kevin Smith stuff. I'm really interested in the other produced stuff like Zach and Miri, right? I think that might do well. But okay, so yeah, Kevin Smith, writer, director. I think Zach and Miri could be fun. Big proponent of Shanelle doing Discord. Yeah, I told you guys that I didn't do Discord because I know that I can hardly babysit my Patreon, and I know I would never really be able to chit chat on Discord as much as I would want. But one of you guys in the last live stream, which was literally only a week ago, one of you guys mentioned like just do it for community building, like just do it so we can chat. And so far, I'm loving it because I like the real time element, and I feel like I can like say something and more people see it on Discord versus like me making a comment on under someone's comment on Patreon and it just gets like lost. What harm does it really have to say subscribe to a channel? I mean, seriously, you might not like that reaction. It's so petty. Yeah, I just thought it was really funny that this like unsubscribed person came and like wrote a mean thing. I was like, oh my God, what am I faking? I mean, not just me, creators in general, like what we trigger in people is very interesting, and then what they choose to comment on is so illuminating about what they care about. And just a lot of people are so gatekeepy about Spider-Man and like who has the right to watch No Way Home. And it's just like it was kinda shocking because it's like, I should have been able to watch No Way Home without ever seeing a Spider-Man ever. Of course, you guys want me to have a fun time. Of course, you want me to get it. But it's like, that movie explained everything I needed to know. It told you where all the villains came from. And pop culture, Tobey Maguire is Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield is Spider-Man, they're in pop culture. There is no issue, not one issue with anybody watching that movie without seeing the others. Okay? Getting off my soapbox now. And I still don't know what this stain is. Maybe I bleached my shirt. You know what? I think that is bleach. Oh my God, I'm gonna color it in. Damn, didn't really work. Okay, what are we up to? There have been reactions of yours I have not to watch, but it's only because I know I wouldn't be into the movie or haven't before, but I always try to drop it like, yeah, One Piece. That's fine. I mean, I would never watch a reaction to a movie I haven't seen. Like, I don't want to spoil it. Brother Brown, guessing I'm archiving tonight. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Brother Brown, I have Little Shop of Horrors and Spaceballs on the channel. Fans feel like they have a sense of possession on the films they watch, which is crazy. Yeah, come on. The more the merrier, man. There's no stain. She's faking it. Okay. Yeah. Well, we kind of went through No Way Home. That was my intention. My idea is maybe to do more after the reaction lives that are less pressure than the big lives that we do because I'm recognizing a lot of you guys on this one that come to the big ones. I feel like the bigger lives, they tend to be later in the day. People who are not in the US have a hard time attending, and they tend to be really focused on suggestions. And so if we like this format, we can do more like after the reaction lives where you talk to me about what you saw. And I feel like I needed this personally because I felt like I needed to defend myself, A, and B, I feel like I was really confused about the Peter Parker thing. Really confused. Jose, Halloween coming up soon. Any thoughts on the creepy B movies like Pumpkinhead or Basket Case? You know, Jose, we have like a long list of Halloween stuff shaping up. Somebody mentioned on the last live stream a really terrible movie, Chopping Mall, I think. We talked about that one. We brought up Evil Dead on the Patreon because I think it was the movie in that he goes to see in Donnie Darko. Pumpkinhead. Basket Case. Okay, written down. But yeah. Okay, Mick, loving this format. Cool. Oh, that's so cool. React Pack does a monthly live where they react to trailers and things for super chat requests. Oh my god, let's do that. That would be so fun. I never know what to talk to you guys about. I never know what you guys think is going to be interesting. So, this after the reaction was one of my ideas, but I really like the idea of trailer reactions. That's so cool. Like a $5 and up super chat gets you a reaction to a trailer or something. Oh yeah, Critters. Yeah, Critters. I said this to my Discord people, but I think for Halloween, I want to be really intentional and I want to lock down 6, maybe 7, 8 would be crazy, but 6 to 8 titles where it's like, this is what we're doing for Halloween. So there's no like guesswork, there's no like, and we feel like we hit almost everything that we need to hit. Like if we do Evil Dead, if we do one bad movie or like one B movie, we do maybe one or a couple of the Screams. I've seen Scream. I have totally seen the first, like I've seen the Scream movies, but I think the 1, 2, 3 could be really fun. Stuff like that. Could be a trailer or a funny YouTube video or something along those lines. Okay, yeah. So there'll be like X dollar super chat for like this, and then you just react to something funny or yeah. That's so cool. You guys know that I don't really watch trailers because I don't really want to know anything, but I would do it for content for sure. Like I said, I just don't know what you guys want me to talk about. I've always wanted to see Sleepaway Camp because they did it on How Did This Get Made? And it's one of the funniest episodes they've ever done. I used to watch trailers and love them, but they spoil too much. I know, they do. Yeah, like at the movies last night. So my AMC has 30 minutes of previews beforehand. So I tried to show up late and I tried really hard not to see too many. Oh, yeah, you guys have talked about ginger snaps too. On the Discord, we have like a movie discussion channel that I put in. Yeah. Ginger snaps. I'm down. I think just so I don't get overwhelmed with Halloween, we really do need to lock down. Like, and then maybe I can give them to the editor. Fingers crossed. Yeah, so okay, so if you guys like this format, it'll be they'll be more impromptu. They will be polled, and we can do, like, after the reaction hangouts or, like, what Top Gun was saying. Super chat reactions. I don't know, just, like, it feels like we're just hanging, right? Ginger snaps. Oh, the voice chat on, Discord. Oh, Jose. Okay, thanks for the chat. The best final girls, Ashley Williams. Fight me on that Evil Dead franchise. I'm just now realizing that Evil Dead might have a reboot. Is that true? Because you guys are saying 2013 Evil Dead movies in order. Okay, let's look at them. The Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, and then 2013 Evil Dead, Evil Dead Rise. Oh, wow. Okay, it's a series. Love a good final girl. Yeah, love getting to be involved in the chat. Thank you. Of course, Ashlyn, rocking it. Rocking it in the chat. We're hanging, we're chilling, we're vibing. Cool. I don't know. I feel like when I feel like I have a movie that needs an after chat, I will call one of these meetings. Or you guys can let me know in the comments. You can be like, hey, can we do like an after the reaction chat? We've got Donnie Darko, Nightcrawler, Truman Show, Zodiac. So at least one of those we can probably hang after, right? Maybe Zodiac or something. Yeah, we did Top Secret, John. Yeah. I'm basically writing down Halloween movies now. Prisoners didn't win the poll, Top Gun. I had them rank Donnie Darko, Zodiac, Prisoners, Nightcrawler, and Prisoners got the least amount of votes. So Prisoners is currently getting bumped to a later date, but that's fine. I was thinking when we do get to Prisoners, I want to pair it with Mystic River. I'm looking a lot into pairings these days. I'm very interested in doing it like that. So I paired weird media stuff, Nightcrawler, Truman Show. One's gonna get like the weird cult bunch. Truman Show's gonna get a different, like, because it's, more lighthearted. I was thinking Zodiac, Prisoners, Mystic River. Zodiac, Prisoners, Silence of the Lambs. I don't know. I've been just crazy with doing movie pairings. And I've been like looking for help online too. Like literally I chat GPT'd and they gave me source code and Groundhog Day thematic link. For a second I thought I should do Donnie Darko and then Me, Myself, and Irene, but I talked myself out of it. ChatGPT said They Live and Escape from New York are an amazing pairing. Yeah, I've just been really interested in pairings. So I'm having fun with that. Having so much fun. Okay, is anybody hungry for lunch? I'm hungry. Well, it's lunch for me. Lunch for me. Oh yeah, trick or treat. I put Sixth Sense and The Others together, but you did both. I've seen both of them in my real life. I love pairing those together. They both have like the twist, the twist that you didn't see coming. I am not above, like, I'm not against doing commentaries. I think this channel is actually going to start veering in the direction of commentaries. However, like, I know people click on those two for the reveal, and it's like, I know the big reveal on both of them. Yeah, Fleeson, you're actually right. I went into Truman Show thinking it was going to be lighthearted, and I felt like it was actually kind of like horrific. I could have sworn I saw Truman Show when I was in college, and I say this in my intro. I'm like, I've seen this. I know that he's being filmed, and I didn't do Truman Show for years and years and years because I thought, oh, I know the twist. But I realized there's no twist. You know that he's being filmed immediately. And I watched it and I was like, "Maybe I have not seen this." I know for a fact we studied it in this class that I had. It was called Communication, Pop Culture, and Philosophy, and it was kind of about, like, matrix theory, like, what if we're in a simulation? And then one of the movies I think we studied was The Truman Show, but I don't remember seeing it. It's like, horrifying. It's absolutely horrifying. So, it's like I thought that the movie would actually have more to do with I don't know, I didn't realize the whole movie was gonna be him trying to escape from hell. Oh my god, One Piece, you're making burgers for lunch? I think I'm gonna make burgers too. I just bought the burger meat. I'm gonna want make burgers too. Don't veer too hard into commentaries, it killed one of my favorite reaction channels. I think it'll always be 50-50, but, like, I avoid doing things that I know would be just fine because I think I've seen it before, and it's just like, ugh, it's not fair. It's not fair to me, I wanna have fun. But yeah, I avoided Truman Show for years thinking I'd seen it because I know it was a part of my curriculum in college. I didn't really remember seeing it. I remembered, good morning, and if I don't see you later, good afternoon and good night or something. I remember that. We're getting a burger today. I'm making a burger. I don't have any toppings though. I only have Swiss cheese. Thanks for the suggestion. I'm literally gonna make a burger. I'm so ready. Burger besties. Okay. Did you guys like this format? Should we do this again? Should we do like an after movie? I think the main last Friday of the month lives are for suggestions. I think these lives are for fun and for hanging out. Truman Show is now a case study on the horror of reality TV. Yeah. I think one of the most horrifying things ever for Truman Show is I thought everyone was gonna be so devastated when he's off the air. I was like, "Oh, they're gonna freak out." And the brilliance of that script was I think somebody goes, "Okay, what else is on?" And then they just change the channel. That was insane. I haven't even released that on Patreon yet, so I'm spoiling. I'm spoiling. This was so fun, right, guys? Okay. I feel better. I feel like I defended my honor over Spider-Man. Something that should not be this intense. It's just for fun. This was fun. I just don't have much energy on Sundays. Oh my god, Daniel, come on. You didn't have to come. I was hoping that this one, I mean, I wanna see the Old Faithful people, of course. I was just hoping that if you have never been able to make one before, you could make this one because these after the reaction ones will be earlier. Yeah, earlier. Ashley, do you know that I have not picked up that guitar in so freaking long? I don't even know if I can play it. We can help with the editing to get your reactions out faster. I know, I'm looking at editors now. It's really hard. Yeah, just tell them it's not that deep. Honestly, every comment I saw yesterday, I wanted to be like, "This is not serious. Are you kidding me?" Hmm. Spider-Man, like all movies, are fun. Yes, thank you. Exactly. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go and edit Donnie Darko right now. Donnie is on the Patreon. Um, I have an editor working on Nightcrawler, and I'm gonna do Donnie Darko and Truman Show myself, and then if we like the editor, maybe he'll do Zodiac for me. I don't know. I just don't. I want them to do the long ones. I was supposed to learn Rainbow Connection. I know. I just haven't played that guitar in so long, and girl problems. My nails are like too long right now, and it's kind of impossible to play. Daniel, stop it. Stop sending chats. Thank you for hanging. I am beyond psyched to do this experiment, you guys. I think this was a successful experiment. What do you guys think? Is it on the Patreon or not? Make up your mind. Wait, what? What do you mean? Is what on the Patreon? Truman Show isn't on Patreon yet. Like, I haven't even edited it for Patreon. I have Nightcrawler scheduled for Friday. I'm looking at my calendar. I have Nightcrawler scheduled for Friday. Basically, TV shows release on Monday. 2 episodes of Andor drop every single Monday, and movies drop every single Friday. So that's kind of where we're at. Thanks for coming to an off-season hang, and I really wanna do this again. So, if you see a reaction and you wanna do an after chat, flood the comments with that, or tell me on Patreon or tell me on Discord, and we'll call one. We'll call it. I'll pull it. I think I said if we got 20 or more likes, we would do this today, and we got, like, I think I got, like, 100 votes or something. So, and there's 70 people here now, so we kind of crushed it. Oh my god, Jose, is there a number that a person can donate to force a reaction? I don't know, man. I don't know. I had a $100 tier in the past, and it was amazing that there was so much interest. Like, I think if I had 4 $100 slots, I think all 4 of them would have been taken up. But, it started to become I couldn't keep up with what was being voted on versus what was being forced. Forced is like a light term. Of course, I wanted to see it. So, I couldn't keep up with, like, what I needed to do for the algorithm versus what patrons were, like, paying for. So, I don't know. It's like I could never I don't know. If you donate 100, I have to make it a high number so nobody does it. If you donate $150, I'll do any movie you want. That's, like, honestly too low. Oh my god. It's really not about, the payment, you guys. It's, like, not about that. Like I said, it's totally about the scheduling. It was, like, owing somebody a permanent reaction versus what I actually need to schedule. Oh my god, Have Love Will Travel, you got here at the end. Daniel says too low. Daniel's not wrong that it's too low because I have to go with a number that, because like, so if it takes me, like, 6 hours to edit it, man. Like, let me see. I'm going to my numbers now. It sucks to frame it like this, but, like, if it was a flop on YouTube, like, let's say it made $20 on YouTube, which all my Andor reactions have made me $20 on YouTube. So it's like if somebody's chosen film made me $20 on YouTube, it would need to be a high enough number that that doesn't matter to me. Last Starfighter, that means the end of the channel, though. Daniel, what do you think? 200? Daniel has for sure donated more than $200 in between the last 2 lives. Oh, yeah, Top Gun. Great point. Either I am reposting Rogue One or we're redoing Rogue One. I have been so delightfully confused on Andor, like, delightfully confused. I finish a reaction to Andor, and then I go to Google, and I'm like, "Salmon pack, Willis pack." Like, I am just, like, so out of my depth with Andor, to the point where I think maybe I should just re-react to Rogue One. I don't know. Have Love Will Travel. You did not sign up for bonus content. Oh my god, you weren't here for my warning to not do that. The bonus content, the membership only content is gonna be rough cuts of reactions. When I have an hour-long cut of something with no color and no transitions or anything, I put it on YouTube to make sure it clears copyright. I'm repeating myself if you've been here the whole time. That version of things, if it clears copyright, will become members only content. I then cut at least 5 more minutes, sometimes more off for the final reaction. And it is a landing spot for longer cuts. Daniel says the most I've ever paid for a forced reaction was $250. Yeah, that helps pay for the fact that YouTube probably won't care about it. You know what I mean? Rogue One won't help you much with Andor. I know Top Gun Zero. I just feel like after watching Andor 1 and 2, I want to roll into Rogue One having all of like the characters fresh in my mind. Do you know what I mean? The numbers seriously has to be more beneficial to the pissing off of every other member. DK says, I 100% suggest a Rogue One re-reaction. Lots of channels have done it after Andor watches. I think so. I think that every time my patrons are probably so annoyed. Every time I watch Andor, I'm like, I think we have to rewatch Rogue One. I say it every time. What's up, Corey? Yeah, I might actually do a Rogue One re-reaction. I don't know. Because I think I would feel too weird reposting my old one. Because I'm like, what if I look stupid? I look stupid on YouTube every single day. You should repost to increase Andor views and re-react for the experience. Yeah. I know, John, I'm so hungry. I'm gonna make a burger. My members only announcement is that YouTube was pestering me to open up members only area. I was kind of resistant to it, but I do think that there are people who I talk to who don't care much about Patreon. Me personally too, like as a consumer, I don't care about Patreon. Like I don't join people's Patreons much, but the members only area is cool because you can support people and just get a little bit of bonus content. And my spiel is that I priced it at the exact same price as my lowest tier on Patreon. So literally, if you're a patron, you do not need to bother with members only. Like if you're a patron, you're good. Um, just anytime I have a rough cut of a movie, it's gonna go to members only. It's literally like a couple more minutes of footage. Yeah, Daniel, you're right. It might be good since you have more time in the universe now. I just felt like I didn't really have a handle on Andor until definitely until the last few of the first season, but even now starting season 2, because I've started season 2, I just feel so much better. Like I feel so much more settled. Members only clogs YouTube. I'm not sure I know what you mean there. I don't ever want people to like, yeah, members only is literally just like a dumping ground for extras. I don't know. I don't know what to call it. John says, I sub to 2 Patreons for $5 each, as I know they're both financially strapped. But now I'm tempted out of work. Yeah. I know. I just like, I enjoy so many creators. They're doing this, the content is free. I know that I don't like Patreon personally. Like, I'm not really gonna consume content on Patreon. So the members only thing is like something that I'm into for people I like. So I'm just like, why not just open the option? And it's literally going to be the exact same price as the lowest tier on Patreon. So I do think that it's always beneficial, more beneficial to do Patreon. There's just more. There's just so much more. But members only is like, I want to support this person. I like them. Blah, blah, blah. You know? Damn, Top Gun Zero, you win for the day of making me feel the most better about myself. A most improved mood from today is to Top Gun Zero. Give yourself some grace on Andor. You're not supposed to know everything because nothing has really happened at that point. I looked so dumb so many times in Andor because we literally met someone or we actually talked about them. Then the ISB would like, I remember the ISB brought in Salmon Pack and I was like, who? Who's that? And it's like, I sometimes wish I reacted with a partner. Have love will travel. It said I had to do it to join the live in action, not from the beginning. Really? Did YouTube prompt you guys to be members to join this live? Oh my god, Rami, I'm gonna give you a refund I hope that that's not true. No, you're not dumb. I have to figure something out. If did YouTube make you become a member? Anyone become a member to join this live? Okay. Yeah, you're getting a refund, girl. I think that maybe they prompted you and you like, I'm sure they prompted you and it was probably hard to see to get out of it. YouTube said this was members only? It's fine. I specifically clicked this live stream to be open to the public because I had the option to make this live members only. Yeah, so I'm in my settings now. Webcam, visibility, public, monetization off. I'm gonna be pissed if YouTube is making you guys be members to join this. Huh. Well, I'm gonna figure it out. If anybody wants a refund, uh, they should not have made you become a member to join this live. It literally is a public live. So I will gladly send people money back. Wrote it, you paid 8K to be here? Damn. Okay. They saw me coming. Me and Have Love Will Travel, that's the handle. We're buddies, so I'm sending her money back. She's getting her money back. Just had finished out the required forms to hand over my firstborn to be here. I really do want to go and eat, but I have one more question. Did anybody see the movie Eden? I saw that last night. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen. They do delete the subscribed button and show join. You see join. I'll refund you $0, John. There's this movie out called Eden, you guys. It's a Ron Howard film. Okay, I loved it. I thought it was batty. I went to Reddit. People hated this movie. They thought it was trash, terrible. I couldn't believe it. I just thought it was so kooky. And yeah, as a Ron Howard fan, yeah, I just wanted to see a Ron Howard movie. I had the opportunity to go see Together last night, and I opted to do Eden instead. It was okay. It's based on a true story of these people, these like disillusioned Europeans who go to the Galapagos Islands after World War One because they are just like fascism is on the rise in Germany and they want out. And it's like these three factions of people. One is like a doctor and his wife, the other is like a young family, and then the third is like this baroness. And the three of them have to like coexist on the Galapagos Islands, and there is craziness. And Anna de Armas is the baroness, and she's just like she makes me so angry in this movie. I'm not gonna spoil it though. Yeah, John. So Sydney Sweeney's in it, and she's not my fave. However, she kind of crushed it. She did just fine. People hated this movie though. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, T Money. It premiered at TIFF. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit. It's been around, like, and they just released it wide now. Anna was so evil in this. Oh my god, you just want to kill her. Ooh, hey Chanel, what's your favorite top 3 MCU movie so far? Okay, I'm not gonna overthink it. Endgame, duh. Top 3 MCUs. Endgame. I'm gonna throw out Iron Man 3. How do you feel about that? Um, yeah, Endgame, Iron Man 3, Iron Man 1. Imagine. Yeah, my stomach is totally rumbling. I'm hungry. Top Gun, I don't it's interesting. It's like Sydney Sweeney, I have no hate for the girl. She looks and sounds very much like a Gen Z young person. So when she does that, she is unstoppable. Like when she did Euphoria, there's nobody better at that part than Sydney Sweeney. When she does what's the other one? When they're on the island with the rich people? You know what I'm talking about? I like Iron Man 3. Okay, so my Sydney Sweeney point is she looks and sounds like a Gen Z millennial. Okay, when she's in White Lotus, okay? So when she is doing those parts, she is like absolutely in her element, in her prime. She's like in her vein of gold. Her Euphoria character is like the prime example of that. When Sydney Sweeney branches out from that, I think that she needs to do other work. Like her voice can't sound like a millennial if she's going to go do some other characters. So in Eden last night, she's playing, I think they're German. So she's kind of doing like a German accent. But like the accent's shaky and whatever, but she kind of sold me. She kind of sold the part. She needs to be innocent. For once, and I'm so grateful for her, they're not highlighting her body. Thank God. It's just not fair. So she might be more talented than people give her credit for. You know? Yeah, White Lotus. You guys got it. Oh my God, I missed a chat. Hold on. Are you going to do She-Hulk? That's a show, right? Let me just look it up. She-Hulk attorney at law. I'm dead. I mean, if the patrons want it, we would poll it, but I don't think it would win. Right? It's not necessarily a millennial accent. It is vocal fry. And vocal fry, which I have, you guys hear it. Vocal fry makes you sound of a certain time, of a certain place. It's very Kardashian. I'm an actor, you guys. I've studied acting. Do you guys know this about me? If you want to play anything else in any other time, especially a different, like someone who's not American, you need to get out of the fry. For fuck's sake, don't do She-Hulk. I have absolutely no hate for Sydney Sweeney, by the way. Acting wise, the jeans thing was a miss. But her acting, I don't know, this Eden movie, man, it started shaky for me, and then I just thought it was so crazy, and I just liked it, and it was based on a real story. So, yeah. Yeah, if you study other dialects, you can't vocal fry, guys. Like, especially if there's, like, a character in the UK, their voice is lifted. It's off of their vocal cords. It's not, like, down here where you're frying. I have vocal fry, but it's from decades of smoking and whiskey. Don't do She-Hulk is still so funny. It's like Kobe Connell and her accent. Austin Butler has a similar situation in his portrayal of Elvis. Took a year before his natural accent came back. Yeah. I'm an actor who always prioritized being myself and being comedic first and foremost. So I'm not the most concerned with like disappearing into a role. But the roles that Sydney Sweeney's taking on are ones where you would require a little bit more of like disappearing. Not the rom-com, Anyone But You, not White Lotus. I think those are she's allowed to just sort of be. But I think if you're gonna take on something else, you gotta be more classically trained, man. Also on the fence with Austin Butler. Okay. He's in another movie that was on the marquee yesterday when I went to the movies. Ultimately, Sydney Sweeney had to impress Ron Howard. And that, like, she did. Like, he hired her. So I'm sorry. Like, love her or hate her. Ron Howard's hiring you. Doing something right. Yeah. Oh my god, guys, we literally went, like, 40 something minutes past when I wanted to. I'm, like, so tired. My face hurts. I need a face massage. I'm gonna get a facial. Guys, don't roast each other for their tastes. It's fine. The reality movie wasn't terrible. Oh, is that a Sydney Sweeney thing? Christopher Mitchell, stop sending me chats. Stop it. You're crazy. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Our next main live is the end of September. Yeah, but I think between now and then we'll do another after the reaction for sure. I just named you off all my movies, but we'll come up with another one for sure. Next weekend's gonna be Donnie Darko. I'll be in New York. I'm not really sure there's a way to hop on and talk about Donnie Darko on Sunday, but maybe like we'll go live after my 3 run of Donnie Darko, Nightcrawler, Truman Show, then maybe we should just like talk about those 3 as like a unit. I don't know. Stay tuned on the community tab. I did realize YouTube, for some reason, hides video posts, but not text posts. So I'm going to announce live streams in text posts with the link, and you'll just get linked to the video. And then YouTube shows you the live stream in your time zone when it's happening. Cool? What percentage does Google take? Oh my God, from our super chats, a lot. I don't know, like 30 something percent, maybe more. Yeah, Top Gun 0. YouTube takes 30. That's what Christian Ninja said. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We'll pull our next live, in addition to the one that's always set, for the last Friday of the month. That one's happening like what, like September 25th, I think we said? Guys, my mom stopped giving me super chats and coming on lives because she said that she'd rather just pay me in cash. She's like, "YouTube takes your money, I'm not." She's like, "I'm not gonna donate to the channel." Isn't that funny? She's like, "I'd rather just give you money." I was like, "Thank you." Obsessed. Fewer people would miss lives and such if posted on Discord, just saying. Top Gun, you're not wrong. You're totally not wrong. This was so last minute. Did I not even put this on Discord? I feel so bad. I put this on Patreon. I posted on Patreon to vote, but yeah, I see now. Ugh, I'm so bad at this. I'm not good at content. Stop sending me chats. Thanks, Jose. We love you. That's good. My friend just said my mom's catchphrase with a pair of jeans. Cheers to my mom. I'll have to let her know. She's at my grandma's today. Yeah, YouTube takes your money. It's bad, but I'm trying to go live more for viewers. I feel like after I release a movie, if you go live, you sort of get like this like viewership bump. I can't really describe it, but obviously you just get this like afterburn effect if you go live. It feels like more people find my channel after I go live. So my goal would be to go live more, right? Yeah. Your mom sounds like Lorraine Bracco. You're not wrong. Where the hell are you, Shan? What do you mean? I'm in California. Algorithm bump. Yeah, my goal is to go live more. This was fun. This was really fun. I was freaked out. I didn't like how people were being mean about Spider-Man. I had to defend my honor, but I was planning on always trying these out anyway. So just Spider-Man was like this was a great way to try it out. At this rate, we're going to go to 2 hours, by the way. It's 5 more minutes. Just don't stand her up. Where the hell are you? Yeah, I am California, is that what you're asking? Honor equals defended. Yeah. You guys were defending me too, it was nice. John, you saw me on the sidewalk once. Was I 5 feet tall? 'Cause that's how tall I am. I've met a couple of you guys at, I met someone at the movies, which was cool. I met a fan on a plane one time. My family was fighting. We were, like, literally in a fight, and someone was like, "Hey." Should we just go live every single Sunday no matter what? I won't do it. You were wearing the green jacket by Llama. I don't think that was me. I don't think I would have been walking around by there. Where's Llama? Llama. Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Museum of Modern Art. Oh my God, Sunday Scary is so freaking real. Oh, I was by LACMA. I haven't really been by there in a while. I feel like the last time I was there was like around March. I'm actually gonna go to the LACMA Jazz Night soon. Pretty soon. I've been by there for the car museum. Do you know that car thing? The automotive museum, whatever. Me and the patrons are gonna go on Discord and go crazy on Halloween suggestions so that by September 25th, the next big live, we will it, most definitely lock down minimum 6 Halloween titles without doubt. Yeah, the Peterson. I was by the Peterson Automotive, but I haven't been there since like I was there around March. Halloweenies. Yeah. Yeah, the Peterson Automotive was so cool, you guys. I highly recommend it. John Carpenter's Halloween. I think that's on the channel. We definitely have done the Jamie Lee Curtis ones. 230,000 miles on your 25-year-old car. That's kind of awesome. My car is 15 or 16 years old and it has like 93, which is not even at 100, which is good. Phantom X, come to California. I really recommend the Peterson. My dad had a field day. My dad's a big car guy. I was really into the movie cars, the Thelma and Louise cars there, and the Scooby Doo mobile, and oh my God, a ton of F1. I don't know if you guys are F1 people. There's so much F1. 105 on the Subaru. Hell yeah. Aw, the amazing webhead, you left me a super thanks. I appreciate you. Brother Brown, True Lies. Oh my God, I did that. Me and my friend Steven had a movie podcast where we watched True Lies and we talked about it maybe like 4 years ago. Ooh, F1, what's your team? I don't know. McLaren, right? Aren't they like the Old Faithfuls? T Money, in terms of F1 cars on display, they had a lot of like through the years stuff. So like 90s cars. F1. Oh, Lowell Jones joined bonus content. Yeah, Rush sounds cool. Even the new F1 movie sounds cool. And the movie Drive, I've always wanted to see. We just start doing Drive movies. All right. I need to go eat lunch, you guys. We'll do this again. This was a great experiment. I think we did an awesome job. I did not know how this was going to go. This was I wasn't sure what the demand was for extra lives, but it seems like the demand is totally there. Ooh, you pass a McLaren every day. Would you choose water over wine? Yes, I would. Top Gun, that's actually so funny because that's my favorite corner of YouTube where it's like professional, like real life doctor reacts to house, or like real life blah 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 reacts to like music producer reacts to Taylor Swift. Like those are my favorites. So funny. Oh, yeah, Ford versus Ferrari. That's a good one. Amazing. Yeah, demand plus scheduling equals win. I didn't realize there's more demand for lives. I think that there actually is. I think that you guys are starved. You're starved for more lives. Rush with Chris Hemsworth and Daniel Bruhl. That's so funny, Steven, because Daniel Bruhl was in the movie I saw last night, Eden, which was cool. All right, this was an absolutely awesome chat, you guys. I think that we should totally go. If you became a member, channel member by accident, um, maybe just let me know and I could try to refund you. Because I saw somebody join last minute in the member section. This you should never have to become a member to join my live stream. So if that happened to you, sorry, that's not supposed to happen. And then the members only content is going to be long, rough cuts of my videos before they've cleared copyright. So the way I describe it for like the No Way Home video, for example, I had to cut a lot of me just like listening to information. So there's like a ton of scenes where I'm just sort of like taking in a lot more information. I went and like sort of streamlined those moments. So that's kind of like, yeah, they're quieter, they're longer, and there's no color. So I look washed out. Yeah, Casey, I took a lot of months off from doing lives. Yeah, video game movies. I'm dying to do Ready Player One. Yep, I'm gonna make a burger with Swiss. I don't have any more toppings. I wish I had pickles. Oh my god. Maybe I can go around the corner and get pickles. I think I'm gonna do that. Yahoo! Okay, this was so freaking fun. We're gonna do this again. I promise you. This was a really good experiment. We're doing this again. I'll call it on channel polls. I'll cross post absolutely everywhere. And if we get 25 or more votes, it's totally happening. And they're gonna be last minute and they'll be at like better times. Hell yeah. All right. See you on the next one, which will be soon. Stay tuned. Okay, guys? Everybody wave. Oh, I know you have pickles. Rainy.